We're back. It's game number 2 here in the best of 5 show match. Again, Livy, thank you so much for helping me host these games. As we hop into it, spawning in the upper right corner of Orbital Shipyard, it's with the pink Terran player looking for a win, Beastyqt.
Repping that pink, I like it, I like it. Opposing him, already up 1 game, taking it with that carrier build, it is going to be Puck.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Beasty tends to swap colors quite a bit. I think orange and pink are his preferences. No, orange and yellow? Oh, it's been a while since I cast Beasty, but it's orange, yellow, green, and pink. Those are the ones he tends to rotate through. Don't know why, and I know a lot of folks tend to try and force blue and red. I just personally don't care. I like seeing the custom colors. It says something about the people, you know? If they're always picking orange, that's their color.
It's true, and also I feel like playing in your color is more of a lucky thing as well.
Oh,
taking that away from them.
You're just getting superstition into the equation. You're like, yeah,
you gotta. Oh yeah, you have to.
Well, I guess it's a nice scapegoat too. You're like, oh, I lost the game. Well, it's because it wasn't green, duh.
Yeah, it just wasn't. There was no luck. Didn't feel it. It was all downhill.
Yo, this guy in chat, by the way, says it best. Integrate this function. Says I think Blizz deserves a hand for letting this happen. Heart Blizz Heart. Beastyqt TV. I mean, the thing is, they really didn't have to. It's really cool that they let us do. I basically panicked last night when I had my flight cancels in stress mode, and I was talking to a friend works here, and I said, like, look, is there any way you guys can help me out? Like, we've been offline for like 5 days. We really need to stream something. We got some show matches set up. But hang on, hold that phone, hold this story. Beast is gonna proxy a factory, and hilariously enough, fake out an SCV scout simultaneously, so Puck thinks nothing of this.
This is awesome.
I think this is really awesome. Orbital Shipyard does have some nasty dead space, and there's a place in the natural you can put this factory. And if Puck is going for any sort of dirty build involving Adepts, Fester, Stargate, then he's not going to really have detection to deal with the Widow Mines. The Oracle detection is not what it used to be, and it's actually pretty ineffective if this is done in Proxy like this. Some folks will follow this up with the Proxy Starport too. I really want him to pull off the Proxy Starport to follow this.
Oh, we'll have to see. He's lifting the factory.
I think he's gonna. I think he's just putting it off to the side a little bit more. Yep.
Oh
Boom.
yeah. There goes the Starport. This is so awesome. I love when players do something so.
Oh, this is not Vision.
Early game innovative like this.
Oh, okay. Now it's a Vision. Yo, there's versions of this Polt used to do, right? And I'm talking like early Heart of the Swarm type deal, where you would still do this in plain sight of your opponent, because between the Mothership Core and the Zealot, it would take so long to actually kill the factory. The funnier version of this that's really unfortunate, though, is if there's 2 Adepts camping outside of the factory, the Widowmine won't get the chance to burrow in time. So he's really got to scooch this over and get it going ASAP. 1 Adept's not going to be enough. 1 Adept in the Mothership Core is not going to be enough. He's going to have to burrow this right away, try and get some shots up. In fact, he overcharged the payload! That's right! Forgot you could do this!
The first Widow Mine gets taken out immediately. That's so devastating there for Beastyqt. But behind this, he is going to be making a Liberator to follow this up. So if he gets something done with this, then it could be quite nice. There is no pylons in the natural just yet here for Puck. So he can't really overcharge any pylons down there.
Well, not only that, but this map's not quite like Terraform where you can camp out the Liberators. So if Puck gets 2 Stalkers out, or Phoenix as we see coming down, this might not be so bad to deal with. I would like to see him, though, use the Widowmine on the low ground and use that as a bait position for the Liberators to bring the Phoenix over. A Liberator's not going to 1v1 a Phoenix. And the problem with that is the Phoenix is just too fast of an attack speed.
Yeah, that's for sure. There actually are quite a few spots here behind the mineral lines that Beastyqt can abuse. That's actually one of the reasons why I vetoed this map. Those damn Liberator spots.
So you can get those spots if there's nothing to assist with it, but again, there are Phoenix in play. This shouldn't be too problematic, and he is going to use the Widow Mines as defensive bait, which is cool. Some Marines are going to start moving out as well, and I don't know if he's going to be thinking towards a 3rd just yet, but he is going to be able to deal with these Adepts pretty easily. Moving across the map, not an issue.
Yeah, and Beastyqt has to be kept defensive now because of the harass from the Adepts. Like, they could just transition
Transfer, Libby. You
almost
got it.
Oh
you almost got it.
I'm trying to learn. I'm new to this. I usually just call it phasing, because that's what it reminds me of.
I mean, that's what it essentially is. I always try and learn the names to be specific, but the thing is, some of these names are so convoluted, you have to wonder if anyone else gets them too, right? Like if I say Sonic Transfer, does anyone listening know what I'm talking about? No? Okay, maybe I won't use that word anymore. But what am I going to bring onto the Mothership Core? 2 of them are going to go for the shot. Folks firing the both of them. Going to miss on 1. Hits with the other on the probe. But the Marines coming might just be a little too much. And apparently a Marine outranges an Adept. I did not know that until just this moment.
Yeah, and that's nice. 2 Liberators come in now. Not gonna do anything just yet. It's probably gonna wait until the overcharge on those pylons are finished before the Marines go up the ramp again. But I wonder what these 3 Liberators now are going to target down.
This cannon's so scary because he wants to move those Widow Mines, obviously, but those Liberators, the thing is, they don't have a lot of bonus. There's no bonus damage on them, but they do attack twice and they do attack and splash. So the Phoenix, gonna take some hits here.
Splitting up the Phoenixes, because the Liberators do the splash damage, of course.
Oh, he brought a CVs to repair with. Oh, this is such a small detail, but this extends the lifespan of how long he can stay on the front lines with this by so much. But tons of cannons to be put down by Puck. He knows those Widow Mines were going to be a huge problem if he didn't. That really long warp in also coming here towards the natural. It's a million years for the Stalkers to go.
Yeah, the thing that's really setting back this attack for Beastyqt is these 3 pylons. And the Mothership Core with enough energy to photon overcharge all 3 of them as well.
Yeah, it's not just that, but the fact that the cannon's there as well, there's no diving through this, and the Liberators can't attack buildings. If they could, this wouldn't be so bad. If there's a siege tank, maybe this looks a little bit different, but yeah, for the most part, this attack is pretty much done for. It does continue depths in the middle of the map, though, so this is kind of nice for BC.
I mean, the really bad thing here for Beasty is that he's falling back on maybe 1.5 saturated bases, while Puck, he's already established 3 base economy, and that's huge. His production's going to be through the wazoo very soon.
Yeah. This is, I'm really curious how he recovers from this situation. It's really a non-favorable for him. Just try and move the factory in for a scout, I guess. I don't know if he's bold enough to land it again, but he's not going to get anything done with this, sadly. Back at home, he doesn't have a 3rd down. I don't know, BC's kind of, he went for something a little bit gimmicky, which I'm sure works on most average players, but against somebody like Puck, he responds to this really well. I gotta say though, there is a little bit of frustration that comes hand in hand with this though, right? And it's the fact that this was dealt with, I'd say somewhat easily. Like Puck recognized went on, but for Terran it's not exactly the same. For Zerg it's not exactly the same. You don't just put a spine crawler down and stop cheese. You'll put down 1 bunker and stop cheese. So it's kind of crazy the influence that pylon change really has on this. Now losing a lot of SCVs on his side of the map, almost down to a 1/3 of the SCV count. Oh my god.
Absolutely devastating here for Beastyqt to have lost so many SCVs just then. I mean, especially with the mule nerf as well.
Did he mean to build a command center and basically a barracks, or what the fuck is this barracks positioning? He doesn't care anymore. He's pulling the boys. Beasty is going full on fuck it mode. I really don't think this is a planned strategy. Like this is what he's been forced into.
Yeah, definitely. Like he really can't do anything at this point other than hope that he can pull through with an all-in win here.
Ooh, nice shots from the Liberator and the Phoenix, but unfortunately still just not quite going to be enough. The nice thing is with this many SCVs, he can repair the Liberators really quick, though.
That's true.
He's actually going to do that.
I like that a lot. But the Mothership Core, maxed out energy, 3 pylons and a cannon.
Oh, jeez. He's just going to tap out. No real fight coming down to this one. Realizing what he's up against. Puck will take game number 2.
2-0 lead so far, best of 5. One map away from a PvP finals.
I don't know what to say about this, right? Because on one hand, I've been yearning for Protoss to have a little more representation, but it almost feels like this is too much. Beasty and Bly are, again, I'm not exaggerating when I say this. There's stats to prove it. This is my personal opinion. They're some of the best non-Protoss players in Legacy right now, and they are just flopping all over the place.
Yeah, I agree with that statement. Very true.
What?
Flopping. Please stop flopping in public.
I like to flop all over the Blizzard office, you know what I mean?
Flopping around.
Yeah. Sorry guys, anyways, awkward silence aside, we're going to go to an ad break when we get this last, or not last, I might say last lobby up for this too. I don't know. We'll see if BC can turn this around. Either way, we'll see you guys here in a moment. That's right, my ad screen disappeared.